Welcome everyone to episode 2 of the Positive Pathway Podcast. This episode, the badge doesn't make you bulletproof. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday when I'm recording this. This is presented by one and the only Behind the Badge Project. Welcome back. So, episode 1 is out, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who listened to episode 1. I hope you shared it, with a friend, left a comment. It's only been up since this morning, so I hope you get more comments. We just simply took a few minutes out of your day to listen. The amount of support I've received has been incredible. And it reminds me exactly why I started this whole thing, from the Behind the Badge Project to the Positive Pathway Podcast. But if you're joining for the first time, welcome. This podcast is about hope. It's about recovery. It's about leadership when it comes to the first responder, the work side. It's about mental health. And most importantly, it's about reminding first responders and really anyone listening that you're never alone. You don't have to be alone. Whether you are a police officer, the firefighter, EMT, dispatch, corrections. We talked in episode 1, again, nurse, military, veteran. Just, again, simply someone who's carrying more weight than people realize. This podcast you will connect with. Today's podcast, the badge doesn't make you bulletproof. That title means a lot to me, because for years I believed that putting on that badge somehow meant I had to become emotionally bulletproof. I thought I had to handle everything. I thought that asking for help meant I wasn't cut out for the job. I can't do the job. There's no way. I thought if I just worked harder and ignored what I was feeling, then everything would eventually be okay. I couldn't have been more wrong. Now that, obviously, looking back, such an immature way of thinking. Today we're going to talk about the reality of this profession and why so many first responders stay silent, and what can we do to change the culture before careers, families, and lives are lost? Because it's been happening for years and years. Too many lives are lost. The reality of this job is, people often, thank first responders for their service. They see the uniform, they see the lights, they see the bravery. But what they don't see are the things that the first responders carry home after that shift ends. They don't see the fatal crashes. They don't see the unfortunate child abuses. They don't see the overdoses. They don't see the suicides. It's fucked up. They don't see the notifications made to families that forever change their lives. The self-destruction when you give that news, it's fucking terrible. Those moments don't disappear when your first responder clocks out. They stay with us, sometimes forever. It would be great if you clock you out and disappears. It'd be awesome. It doesn't work that way. Early in our careers, we convince ourselves though that we're okay. It's just part of the job. This is what we signed up for. Get over it. We've seen the worst. Then another difficult call happens. God damn, clear that call. Oh shit. Then another. Trauma, doesn't always hit like a freight train. And a lot of times it builds, brick by brick, one at a time, slowly. One call, one funeral, one missed holiday, one failed marriage or relationship, or again it goes into now one sleepless night, until eventually you're carrying this weight, this so heavy that you don't even remember what life felt like before it. Scary part is that it happens so slowly that we just often don't even recognize it. It's not like boom, just happens. Like, oh shit, what the hell is that? No, it slowly builds up. You become shorter with your family. You stop laughing. You lose patience. You become emotionally numb. You stop enjoying the hobbies that you once loved. Start isolating yourself. And because everyone around you is doing just the same thing, you begin to think it's just normal. Because again, it's not hitting you all at one time where you're shocked. It's a gradual fucking mess. And the uniform doesn't protect us from these things. It doesn't protect us from trauma. The uniform doesn't do shit. The badge is made of metal. We're made of flesh and blood. And for those that have it twisted, we're human beings, okay? Not machines, not fucking robots. Get that shit out of your head. Then you just, what do? You just stay silent. Don't talk about it. Why? Why do so many first responders struggle in silence? I think there are several reasons. I mean, I know there are several reasons. One being fear of judgment, fear that people will think that you're weak, fear of you losing opportunities, whether it's a specialized unit, whether it's promotion, a transfer, to a different unit. Fear that someone will question whether you even belong in this profession. For many officers, there's another fear. Losing that badge. Many people worry that if they admit they're struggling, they're going to lose their careers. So instead of reaching out, they just suffer quietly. Another reason is pride. You spend your career helping everybody else. So used to helping, and always having the answers, problem solvers, right? I used to love solving problems. I used to love helping everybody else. we're the ones who run towards the problem, towards danger. Admitting that we're struggling feels uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar. And then there's the ego. Tell ourselves, I can handle it. I've got this. I'm strong. I don't need anybody. I help everybody else. I'm good. It's all bullshit. Because here's the truth. No one wins a battle against trauma alone. Nobody. Eventually, silence becomes exhausting. It's draining. It's so fucking tiresome. And what started out as just emotional pain begins, to affect every area of life. Relationships suffer. Marriages struggle. As your children get older, they start noticing. Your sleep disappears, gone. Anger increases. In turn, depression grows. Sometimes addiction enters the picture. Alcohol, drugs, illegal drugs. Sometimes people, begin making decisions they never imagined making years earlier. Never. The trauma didn't destroy them overnight. Ignoring it did. Compartmentalizing it did. One of the biggest lies that we've been told is that strength means never asking for help. No, fuck that. Real strength is having the courage to say I'm not okay. I keep saying, I keep bringing up the new alpha person, the new alpha male, female. Because pretending everything is fine doesn't make it true. It's bullshit. It's all made up. Got to change this culture. The new alpha. How do you change it, right? It starts with the first responders now, today. Not tomorrow, not, a week from now, I'll figure it out. Fucking figure it out, please. It's one conversation at a time. It's one relationship at a time and networking. One department at a time. First build your support system before you need it. Don't wait until the crisis is over. Develop friendships with people that you can trust. People who will tell you the truth. People who notice when something seems off. Then you have to normalize checking in with each other. Not just saying, hey, how are you? Oh, fuck that. Come on. We gotta be better. Because everyone knows the automatic answer. I'm good. No, I'm okay. Nah, instead ask, how are you really doing? Truthfully. And just stop talking. And just listen. Be willing to sit in uncomfortable silence. Sometimes people just need someone willing to stay long enough to hear the truth. I've had people I used to work with, they were on their phones and trying to tell them something like, this is fucking pointless. Not even listening. Fuck this. This is dumb. Don't be afraid to use resources too. Peer support teams, counselors, therapists, maybe chaplains, recovery groups. I know to some people it sounds like stupid, mentors, whatever works for you, but you have to touch into all of them. The resources, exist because people realize this job affects us. Using them is strength. It's not weakness. It's maintenance. Just like you maintain your vehicles and maintain your equipment. You make sure that's all squared away. Why wouldn't you maintain your own mental health? Think about it. It's like common sense, right? The fuck we've been doing for years. So stupid. Also with leaders, whether you're a sergeant, lieutenant, captain, chief, the supervisor, field training officer, senior officer. Whether you believe it or not, people are watching you. Your words matter. Your attitude, your demeanor, it matters. The culture you create matters. If your people are afraid to admit that they're struggling, ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Do they believe you'll support them? Get out of your own bubble, your own bullshit bubble. Or do they believe maybe you'll judge them? You see, leadership isn't just measured by crime stats or arrest numbers. It's so much more. It's measured by how your people feel when they come to work. Sometimes the most important question a leader can ask, isn't did you finish your report? Did you get everything in on time? No. How are you really doing? Talk to me. I got your back. Now, one question could save a life. I want to do like a kind of like a challenge. Every episode, I want to leave you with something practical. So here's this week's, we'll call it the Positive Pathway Challenge. Reach out to one person, just one. Send a text or make a phone call. Invite them to lunch or have them sit at your desk if it's a coworker or someone that's under you. Ask them how they're really doing. Not because you think something's wrong, because these relationships, they matter, and when they answer, actually listen, take it all in, don't interrupt. Look at them eye to eye. Don't reach for your goddamn phone or look at them eye to eye. Don't immediately try to solve their problems either. Just be present. Legit present. You never know what somebody is carrying. Nobody knew what I was carrying. So I'm not special. One conversation can change everything though. As we wrap up today's episode, I would like to leave you with this. The badge represents courage. It represents service. It represents sacrifice. But does not mean you're invincible. You are allowed to struggle. You are allowed to feel. You're allowed to ask for help. Asking for help doesn't make you less of a first responder. It just makes you a fucking human. Can we please get into this, this new culture? If today's episode spoke to you, I ask you to share this with someone who might need it. Or just share it to people that, just in general, because you never know who might need it. Together, we can change the conversations surrounding mental health in the first responder world, in this first responder community, in our little Behind the Badge Project Positive Pathway family. Together, we can remind people that recovery is most certainly possible. Hope is real, and nobody has to walk the path alone. As a team, we're gonna make this work week by week. We're gonna change the game. So until next time, remember this: the strongest people aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who have the courage to ask for help, learn from life's challenges, and keep moving forward like a boss. This is the Positive Pathway Podcast presented by Behind the Badge Project and me, Robert Zbikowski. So until next time, let's keep bridging that gap one day at a time.